Hey, Taurus, intuitive soul coach here with your December 2022 love reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Today we'll dive into the collective energy of Taurus and take a look at all things related to love. Whether you are currently single, partnered up, maybe you're going through a complicated matter with someone close to your heart, or you're just focused on self-love, we'll take a dive into it all. So just a friendly reminder, Taurus, these are general readings. Please do take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or even entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, so Taurus, in the position of the past here, the recent past, we have the candles. This talks about important discoveries. This is self-discovery. This can be about discoveries between you and another person, but I feel like there was an aha moment. For some of you, there may have been a breakthrough within, again, yourself or within a relationship dynamic. Now, relationship dynamics don't have to just be romantic in terms of love. They can be between you and a family member, or you and a close friend, or you and your child. But there were some important discoveries that I feel like you've learned about each other, or you've learned about this relationship on how to either heal, how to mend. For some of you, it's how to open yourself up to accepting the love. They're really giving me strong, equal give and take. It wouldn't surprise me to see the Six of Pentacles showing up in your reading, or even the Six of Cups, because I feel that you're wanting to solve any problems that have to do with matters of the heart and bring more harmony and loyalty and love into your energy here. So in the present, we do have a smooth transition with this pipe energy. Some of you are certainly transitioning into this new version of yourself. And it doesn't surprise me as we wind down the rest of 2022 and go into 2023. A lot of us are making new goals, new ideas, and we're letting that creative side flow. And that's what you have in the near future is the water jug. This talks about creativity and fertility. Some of you in the near future may become very fertile if you are looking to start or have a family. For others of you, this is about you bringing your wishes to life. If you are wanting to manifest a partnership, or if you're wanting to heal between you and someone close to your heart, I feel like you're standing in your power. You're feeling more creative. Some of you may be even taking a creative approach or twist to some sort of healing or doing something that you love here. But the water jug says that you're filling your own cup here. You're filling your own jug and you're feeling good about yourself. So for those of you that are single, I feel like you're quite creative at this time. You may not even be focused on love, but I feel like that at that time, that's when love tends to kind of find us, because deep down, it may be something you're wanting to manifest, but it may not be something you're focused on. But I do sense that a lot of you are going to feel really good here, especially in the January, February months. Let's dive into your reading here and see what the main energy is for you in the month of December. What do we have here for Taurus, please? The Lovers. Okay, some of you certainly do have love on your mind, or just it could be a love for what you do for those of you that are single, but we have the Lovers Gemini energy showing up. So you are focused on balanced partnerships, soul contracts. When this Lovers card comes in, it is about overcoming any trust issues, disharmony, or you being able to follow your heart, move in a new direction. Some of you have been hurt, betrayed, or even disconnected from people that you love. I'm almost sensing a coming back together type of energy here. And this could also be your own heart picking up the pieces here and kind of coming back together, where you are going through this transition period. For some of you, you could be moving in with another person. There could be news of an engagement here. I'm just going to pull one card to clarify the Lovers. What do we have here for Taurus with this Lovers energy, please? The High Priestess. So you may know something quite strong. You may know or feel it within your bones that you're going to meet someone new, or that you are You're really tuning into your intuition. For some of you, not all of you, but for some of you, there may have been secrets, or your intuition may have been guiding you towards finding the truth, or really tuning into maybe the red flags. For some of you, this Lover's card can be about, separating yourself as well from a person, because you do have the smooth transition here. So if you are going through a complicated matter, or some of you may have disconnected, if you are in a relationship, you may have disconnected emotionally, or you're just in your in your feels, you're in your own intuition at this time. You may be doing meditating. You may be wanting clarity regarding how to deal with a situation with someone close to your heart here, or how to call in or attract love. Let's see what's crossing your energy, Taurus. What is crossing your energy in the month of December? Three of Pentacles, teamwork, collaboration. This is all about working together to create something quite wondrous, something quite beautiful. So some of you struggle with other family members. You may have some holiday gatherings coming up in the month of December here, where not everyone gets along, and that may be a challenge for you. For some of you as well, there could be a sadness because you may not be in a certain family dynamic that you were in maybe last year or the years prior, because this Three of Pentacles showing up as a challenge for you can be about someone not pulling their weight, someone not wanting to cooperate, or someone that's not willing to work together. So that can be a struggle to matters of the heart. I just heard that some of you may have been alienated from a family member, or you may have a son or a daughter who's not speaking to you, or vice versa here. But I do sense that this Three of Pentacles, you are wanting to kind of collaborate, mend, come together. You're wanting to feel the happiness. And it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen, but some of you may have to radically accept that someone is not willing to put in the work at this time. Now, if you are in a commitment, or if you are currently going through a toxic pattern or a cycle with someone here, Taurus, I feel like you need to work on the personal development, work on yourself as well. Now, some of you with that High Priestess, there may have been an important discovery around a relationship where you had an aha moment and you knew just what to do because of trusting your intuition. And there's a transition into something else where someone may not be, they're just showing me a rock or a brick here, which you can see in this flower. It's almost made out of brick, but I feel someone has put up a wall, or someone won't budge. They won't shift at all. And when you think of a brick, if you try to move a brick with your finger, it's not going to move. And so I sense that someone may be very stubborn as well in your energy, or someone may not be ready or willing to come together. But this is about you, self-discovery within yourself here. So let's take a look and see what's below you. What's the foundation? What's in the deep, deep past for Taurus? What do we have here for Taurus, please? The Chariot. So movement, you're always wanting to move forward here. And that may be a challenge for some of you, because you want something to move forward, but it's like you keep getting stalled and keep getting stuck because someone's not willing to put in the energy or the effort. I feel like you want to move past a situation. It could be move past a fight, or move past an argument, or you want to heal from a situation, that was difficult in matters of the heart here. When this Chariot shows up as the foundation here, some of you may have strong Cancerian placements, or you may have been dealing with a Cancer, but this Chariot energy is lack of direction in a union. There's no forward movement, or it feels like you're moving forward, taking a few steps forward, and then it's like you take one step back. Then you move forward 5 and take 2 steps back. So I almost sense a delay, or, a pause. If those of you that are single are looking for love, you really want to move forward, but there may be some difficulties finding people that are willing to put in the energy and the effort. So let's see what's going on in the past, the recent past, and how it may still be affecting your present energy. What do we have in the past for Taurus? You have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Now, the Four of Pentacles can be about withholding affection. It can be about It can be about hanging on too tightly to something, whether it is hanging on to what something did, or excuse me, what someone did to you. It could be hanging on too tightly to some painful words. It can be hanging on too tightly to, our hearts. Sometimes the defense mechanism after we get hurt, we shut down our heart chakra, or we don't open up to the love that's coming our way. This could be someone else shutting down their heart. I almost get, for some of you, I'm hearing sibling or hearing child as well. Someone may have shut down their love, and it really did affect you because you wanted to move forward and someone wasn't really willing to do so here. This Four of Pentacles comes after the Three of Pentacles. So I feel like you're still stuck in this transition of, how can I open up to this? How can I let myself heal, and how maybe can another person heal from this and we move on, whether separately or together. This Four of Pentacles is very powerful because it can be that we hang on to our stability, and we hang on to the things that are really matter to us most. Some of you may be holding on to either a grudge or even a love connection that you had many, many, many moons ago. But the Four of Pentacles is saying it may be time to open up or loosen our grip here as well. It'll be a lot smoother of a process if we don't hang on so tight to maybe that resentment or that anger, whether it's you or another person. Let's take a look here and see what is coming in for you. What's above you, please? What's above Taurus? The Eight of Swords. This can be about self-sabotage. It can be about self-restrictions. Now, when this Eight of Swords shows up, this can be about us getting in our mental mind. We overanalyze, we can overthink, and we tend to weave or spin a story, and we tend to replay a situation that had happened to us a long time ago. Now, it could be that someone rejected us. It could be in a relationship where someone knocked our self-confidence. It could be a situation in the 4th grade where little Johnny took your pencil and wouldn't let you be a part of a group. That could be some sort of subconscious belief regarding rejection, abandonment, or not feeling good enough. So the Eight of Swords here is saying that we can tell ourselves a new story, Taurus. We don't have to let this past energy close us off to love. We don't have to let this past energy define us. Sure, do we absolutely grow, and do lessons and do experiences shape us? Yes, but we have a choice to let them shape us for the bad or for the good. And I feel like this is about you getting out of your own way in a sense. The Eight of Swords is about letting go of the mental block, letting go of maybe the panic, the over worrying here, or the old wounding, and telling yourself a new story. It's basically the card of freedom here, liberation. You can see that the top is open, and all that this beautiful angel needs to do is realize that they're not imprisoned, that they're not encaged. But sometimes when you're so close to it, when you can touch it, right? You don't realize when you're so used to being in a circumstance or a situation where you felt closed down for quite some time, we don't always realize that we have that freedom to move or to escape or to free ourselves, because it can in a way become a comfort zone for us. It can in a way become a new home or a new way of living. But Spirit is saying here, it's time to rewrite your future. It's time to let go of the story of imprisonment here, or excuse me, even comfort zone. And it's time to tell yourself a new, something new here. So if you've told yourself that you'll never find love, or that this relationship is closed down for you, excuse me, some of you may have told yourself whatever story it was, it may be time to leave that behind as you enter into the new year. Let's see what's coming in for you in the near future. Right away, something hot coming in quite quickly. Oh, you have two. Okay, how would you like? Thank you, Spirit. So what this is saying here is this two cards are showing up. This is the position of how you are feeling and what you're telling yourself. So I do feel like you are in that magician mindset where what you're focused on is going to manifest. Law of attraction is quite strong for a lot of us towards the end of this year into 2023. So in the near future, I feel like you're manifesting it here. And what do we have? The Queen of Wands. Beautiful. So I just want to take a peek. Yep, there it is, the Death card. So this is how you are feeling. You're feeling like you're going through this transitional period. Literally, quite literally, you are from 2022 to 2023. You are not resisting this change. You're not holding on to this Four of Pentacles energy any longer. Some of you, it really shattered maybe your stability, your mental stability, physical, spiritual. But the good news is here, the Queen of Wands is about you stepping back into your power, feeling confident with who you are on all levels. This is about that solar plexus chakra. Some of you may have had issues with the solar plexus here, whether it was your gut health or indigestion, nausea, but this solar, and also weight as well. Some of us carry weight in the solar plexus because of need for protection. So you may be deciding to kind of come out of your shell in a sense, become stronger, more confident, more creative. She's actually one of the most creative wands that there is out there, and she can be quite fertile as well. So this this Queen of Wands is someone who's attractive, bold, wise. She inspires others to live their best lives because she lives hers. And I feel like you're being magnetized here in the near future. You can see that she's holding this sunflower. So she's holding this happiness and success and positivity within herself. And that is what's attracting all of these other creatures towards her. So I feel like you're coming to a better place within who you are. And this is important regardless of your relationship status, Taurus. It doesn't matter if you're in a union, if you are going through a healing situation, if you're single. This is a positive card for all of you about you coming back into your power so you can make choices that are going to benefit you, not just in the moment, but long term as well. When you feel strength and when you feel confident within yourself, there's no stopping you. And that's what I see showing up in the near future. What are you telling yourself? That you're between worlds, that you are going through this transitional period. And you actually have here this smooth transition with this pipe. So whatever you are transitioning out of and into this new energy, I feel like it's going a lot more smooth than sometimes we think. So this could be a transition for the positive. Maybe you're moving in with someone. For some of you, maybe it's the opposite, but it's going to be and turn out a lot better than maybe you had thought. Even for those of you that are feeling good about this transition, I feel like it's going to bring about even more happiness and abundance than you could have imagined. So very powerful. You're definitely going through that phoenix rising type of energy where you're rising from the ashes here. And you're growing quite beautifully. You can see that there's so much growth within here. She has the butterfly as well. So pay attention to, it could be the lilies. Pay attention to the lilies or pay attention to the butterflies as well, because that's Spirit's way of reminding you that you are transforming from the inside out. And you're going to see that it starts to show up in your external world in a positive way. So speaking of external world, let's take a look and dive into what's going on in your environment. Six of Wands, one of my favorites here. Six of Wands is the card of recognition. It's the card of achievement. Six of Wands is about, for some of you, going out there, putting yourself back out there. If you are looking to date or attract love, you're feeling good and you're feeling confident. For others of you, you're hitting new levels in your relationship status here. You're feeling good. There's a sense of accomplishment here with the decisions that you have made. For others of you, if you are going through a heartache or a loss, or you've been feeling a little bit lonely or rejected or withdrawn, I feel like you're rising above here. You're raising your frequencies. Hummingbirds have a very high frequency. And I feel like in order for you to move into this transitional period, you yourself are uplifting your energy and your frequency as well. And you're feeling good about it. You may be making some new goals, some new decisions in your life that are going to be quite positive. Some of you are feeling quite, again, creative, quite fertile here with the Six of Wands. So this is really beautiful. You're coming out of something that was challenging for you. For some of you as well, November and December can be difficult. It can be difficult for those that maybe don't have the family or have lost loved ones, or maybe you're single. It can be challenging, but I sense that you are transitioning into this new period of yourself, and you're feeling a lot better about yourself as well. So if you've struggled with your own, they just gave me personal image as well. So whether it's external, I feel like you're shifting internally, which is going to help you look in the mirror and appreciate all of the beauty that you emit to the world. And it's something that you're going to say, wow, I really love that part about myself. Some of you may be practicing more gratitude. You may be practicing mirror work as well. You may be doing more affirmations. But what you're doing here is you're meeting the universe halfway by putting in the work. Instead of just waiting for something to fall in your lap or happen, I feel like you are taking the bull by the horns, or the ram, in your case, Taurus, the ram by the horns, and you're telling a new story. And that story is quite magical. Let's see what your hopes and fears are. King of Wands, beautiful. So you have the Queen of Wands showing up in the future, and you have the King of Wands, which this is actually the feminine version. So some of you may be attracted to the same sex. For others of you, you're just wanting to attract a union that is emotionally fulfilling, because this King and Queen of Wands, I absolutely love. I love this deck because the author, Catherine Welch Stein, created a female version for all of the kings and the emperor. And I feel intuitively that this is about you attracting someone who is open to the emotional side as well. They're receptive, they're loving, they're romantic, they're nurturing, instead of the traditional masculine type of energy where sometimes we close off our hearts and we're not as deep or as loving as we would like to see. I feel like what you're wanting to manifest is someone who is all of the above, someone who can be emotionally committed, and they don't have to, I just heard commitment. I just heard commitment for some of you. So this King of Wands, now the King of Wands, sometimes they can be worldly. They like to flutter from one thing to another. Sometimes they have their wings in all different flowers, right? There's someone who doesn't like to stay. So I think commitment here is very important, and that may be a fear. What if I attract someone, but they're married, or they're in a relationship, or they're not wanting to invest or commit? Because we talk about that here. But remember, these are just your hopes and fears. And I feel what you're doing is raising your vibration, Taurus, where you will attract the kind of love that you want, whether it's romantic, whether it's companionship, whether it is reconnection, or, familia. Take that as it resonates for you, please. Now let's take a look at the final outcome. What is the final outcome for Taurus? What's the final outcome for Taurus? Someone may be wearing or buying a new hat. They're showing me something with the head. It could be a ball cap. It could be, a fancy hat. They don't show me the kind of hat. I'm almost just seeing the energy of something on the head. It may pertain to crown chakra as well. Some of you certainly could have just gotten or received maybe a haircut or something with the hair, but I also sense a hat. So please take that as it resonates. You may even use a scarf as a hat. Final outcome, we have the King of Pentacles. There is your hopes manifesting. The King of Pentacles is committed. The King of Pentacles is someone who works their way towards their empire because they're not afraid of their hard work. This is the female version. So not only are you going to attract someone here that is worldly and that is well versed and loves to travel, loves to try new things. They're adventurous. I feel like you are also attracting or heading towards a life of more abundance, more prosperity, and more wealth as well. Some of you may meet someone who is quite wealthy, someone who has a lot of money as well, but someone who, oh, wow. Okay. Remember how I just said hats? They're showing in this card, you can see that in her crown chakra, in her head, there is, it's almost like their own empire, their own kingdom here. So stability. I feel like family dynamics coming together, healing. It's also, whenever I get this card, they always give me a golden opportunity. You can see that the flowers are golden. And actually, you going through the death, remember I said pay attention to the flowers or pay attention to the lilies? I feel like there's a golden opportunity coming in here for you that is really beautiful in matters of the heart. So whatever it is that you're seeking, I feel that it's also seeking you. Law of attraction is happening here. As long as you kind of get out of your own way, don't self-sabotage, and don't put up the walls around the heart here, you're manifesting something quite wondrous, something quite magical. There's a union coming in here that's going to be very beautiful for you, Taurus. All right, so we're going to get a message from the wisdom of the oracle. I will read to you the relationship message from the guidebook. Let's see what we have here, please, for Taurus. No place like home. No place like home. I love this. They actually just showed me Wizard of Oz when she's tapping her ruby red slippers and she's saying there's no place like home, no place like home. I feel like some of you are coming home around this holiday season. You may feel really good about the heart chakra, connecting, building strong, solid foundations. For others of you, you're finding that home within yourself and within your own small family here. Let's just take a look at what this means for you. It's card 50, which is also the card of change. It can be the card of overcoming conflict and overcoming obstacles. But this card specifically is about authenticity. It is about coming home to yourself, feeling at home, arriving at a place where you just fit, being comfortable in your own skin. And we talked about that. The relationship message is this. Lovers, friends, and companion animals are at home in your life right now. You are in sync and full of love, and you can be secure in the knowledge that it is reciprocated. Relationships elicit a sense of emotional safety, comfort, and the best aspects of familiarity now. Be home in this relationship. Together, you add to the love of the world. This is really beautiful. I'm going to read to you as well the protection message, just for some of you that may be struggling as well. There are times when what is familiar and known is not the best choice. Ooh, I love this, because remember what I said here, familiarity. We can become accustomed to this comfort zone, but it may not be the best choice for us with that Eight of Swords. Human beings are memory-driven creatures, and we all look for certainty for what we know, even if the qualities we seek in other people and in external conditions are expressed in unhealthy ways. Avoid being too eager to find home. Choose something unfamiliar and trust that you will find a new normal that supports your spirit. Remember, if you do what you did, you'll get what you got. Do the opposite of what feels right, even if it's uncomfortable, because what feels right is really what feels familiar, and you will attract and be drawn to the very things you don't want anymore. This time will not be different unless you do something different. Oh, I love this message for you. It's not calling anyone out here, but it's about making choices and transitions into something better. And I certainly see that you are. You have the Death card. You have smooth transitions. You have the creativity and fertility, Six of Wands. I mean, all of your cards are beautiful. So what you're doing is you're finding your home. You are coming into a place of true authenticity, feeling good within your own skin, and not needing to carry that level of protection. Some of you may be losing weight in the belly area, especially. I love this for you. Now, last but not least here, we're going to get a message or two from your spirit animals. And Taurus, at this time, I just ask if you can, please close your eyes. Take a deep breath in from that solar plexus chakra, the belly area. And tune into that third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows, located in the forehead. And I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now, this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. It could be an animal that swims deep in the sea. Perhaps it's an animal that is wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. There is no right or wrong answer, Taurus. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you're ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop your power animal in the comment box below. And I personally, Taurus, will enter you into that free monthly reading giveaway where I draw one lucky winner around the first of each month. So please make sure you've hit that subscribe and bell button if you haven't already. All right, you have 3 winged creatures here. Right away, we have hawk spirit. Let spirit be your guide. Now, some of you may be seeing winged creatures. You may be seeing a lot of birds where you are at. Some of you have birds, or you may hear the whistling or the singing or the humming, but let spirit be your guide. This is about you co-creating with the universe, knowing that you are not alone on your path, and knowing that the universe wants you to feel the love, because that's who you are. That's where you came from. That's where we return to. So let spirit be your guide. Let love be your love language. Next, we have flamingo spirit. Embrace the in-between. And it's interesting because Aries energy, some of you may be on the Aries cusp, or you may have Aries placements in your chart or dealing with an Aries. Aries also received the flamingo and the death energy as well. So there may be something in that reading for you, but flamingo is embracing that in-between period because you are going through some transition at this time, but do know that spirit is your ally and it will go a lot smoother than you think. Lastly, but not least here, we have the parrot. It says, watch your words because your words become your reality. When we tend to speak our world into being, really pay attention to your self-talk. Also pay attention to the words that other people are saying to you, because there's something beneath the words. There's an energy beneath the words. Someone may be trying to reach out or get your attention, but it may not be direct. And so watch your words, or maybe pay attention to the words of others. But I'm feeling intuitively that this is about your self-talk, because you have the 8 of Swords, which can be about our self-sabotage. So don't sabotage yourself here, Taurus, through any negative self-talk. Watch your words, because your words, again, do create your reality. Your reality looks quite beautiful here as well. Once you make that decision to rewrite your future, to let go of an old story or an old pattern, an old thought, and come into alignment with a new energy here. I love this. I hope this resonates for you, Taurus. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, post your power animal in the comment box below. Thank you so much, Taurus, for tuning in. Sending you tons and tons of love and light.